It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here for 2K Sports alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Just a few games left before the NBA playoffs and the final seeding starting to lock in. And it is Magic basketball tonight as the Orlando Magic go up against the Pistons in Detroit. Well, for Detroit, you can't call this season a disaster for them in 11th place in the East. They're closer to the playoffs than they are to the cellar, although you wouldn't call it a success either. Closing out the season now, Kenny, a topic that's always under debate. How important is momentum?
We've got a capacity crowd here at Little Caesars Arena. It's a showdown. The defending NBA champion Orlando Magic taking on the Detroit Pistons. Alongside Craig Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the site. This is Kevin Harlan. Take a look at the Pistons. They're still alive in the playoff hunt. Just 2 games out.
It's a huge game for them.
The starting group for Orlando. Gordon down low with the ball next to him. Carter there with money, and it's Isaac in the position. Here's McConnell.
Nice. I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there. And just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Well, Steve, at the same time that the rest of the NBA seems to be going small, the Pistons are building their fortunes around 2 traditional big men, Drummond and Blake Griffin. Do you like that direction?
Yeah, I do. Andre Drummond, he has tremendous mobility for his size. And Blake Griffin, he's highly skilled. I think it's about the pieces you put around him, guys that can shoot and guys that can play without the basketball in their hands.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful...
He has struggled to shoot the basketball in that game, but still found a way. I mean, they had a lot of other areas, and they did.
You're not going to be on all the time, and they were prepared for that and scraped and clawed their way to a victory.
Now here's Griffin. He picked up 15 points in the last one against Utah.
And when you factor in the assist totals, that's a complete game.
No good, unable to end this run. The Magic have gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And the basket by Isaac.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so just a minute and a half played. McConnell with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Down kicks to Griffin. Just 5 to shoot. Poked loose. Stolen by Bamba. And here again, the Magic in transition. Up the court they go. Money passes to Bamba. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Dominate on the court, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
Yeah, they were just last. can defend the rim.
Initial free throws of the game.
And the for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And he's good on the second.
It's really essential they put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by let that run go on much longer.
And then here's Drummond. A 14-point game for him in the win against Utah.
He was a shot blocking nightmare out there. 4 blocks on the game and some alternate shots as well.
and that assist after that.
Carter Williams, the pass to Money, and stolen by Drummond. They get a hand on it. Here's Money. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Good ball movement here by the Magic. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Defensively, giving up far too many open.
To the coach about what they can do to avoid the season sweep tonight. He said, look, we've struggled, but I feel we haven't played our best game on offense. We can minimize mistakes and stop beating ourselves. I think we have a shot. So we'll see if they...
Guys. Shot clock at 6. Then finds McConnell. And here we go with the Magic fast break.
His lead causes turnovers. Michael Carter Williams igniting the fast break.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. 17-point game. It's Drummond high post. And here's McConnell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Bamba pulls it down. 4-on-3 break.
The solo alley-oop, that's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. The Pistons have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Griffin kicks to McConnell. With the shot. Again, the Magic score.
Oh, this is...
Griffin down low.
So gifted. Drummond soars in the air, then explodes on the finish.
And so here's Orlando. They have a 19-point lead. And Andre Drummond, an incredible combination of athleticism. Steve, anything? Now McConnell. To the inside. And it's Drummond missing.
You know what? He tried to lay it in at the point of attack. Just too much defensive pressure on that. go right for the juggler.
Detroit with the ball, following the bucket by Orlando. Here's Griffin, and Bamba pulls it down. Has got 4 rebounds. The Magic running. Feet on the run.
Yeah, you gotta push Isaac out of the paint. Once he's got that position.
Blocked by Gordon.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if they eventually get back on track. Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in the zone.
Roll catching and
The offense is running well, but more importantly, they're taking the shots they know they can make.
Now here's Drummond. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
Man, tonight he just hasn't been efficient offensively. That's a big reason why they're behind.
From 3-point range here in the first quarter. You can't hit that shot.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting.
To the hoop, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through. And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for. Lost the focus.
Dennis Smith Jr. What's your opinion now?
You know, I think individually, and I think these young guys coming up in youth basketball, the individual player that plays better gets the 4-star to 5-star. So a lot of these guys want to be that player. We don't put enough emphasis on team basketball. So whereas you're just as important as the best guy. And I think if we can change that narrative, you will see that. But skill-wise, I think we're okay for our skills with guys with the basketball. I think now we got to have guys understanding how to play without it in their hands.
Down low, clock at 4, and out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Money.
And the way that he's been able to kind of create something out of nothing for his teammates has been remarkable. Fantastic and timely passing combined with his vision is something that all players should aspire to have.
Here's Whitehead. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah. Brown, good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Money. 16 points for him. And he uses...
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
Robertson. And Gordon over to help. Right wing. Maker. No one around him. And it's off from three-point range. Bamba passes to Money. Making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that's out of bounds. Retain possession. "20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Whitehead. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shot clock at 5. Softly drops in the floor.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
Here's Carter Williams, and the jumper is on the mark. He's got 7.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
You know what? Controlling the pace, being patient, great vision. We're seeing it all tonight.
And so it's Orlando, sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Back to the action after this word. Dominant big man in the league, Andre Drummond, says he's learned how to be a leader on this team.
Watching previous guys who've led this team and did the things that they did, I write that kind of stuff in the back of my head and just say, this is something I need to do this, or if I see something I didn't like, this is something I probably will stay away from. And I think now that I'm in a role where I can kind of lead this team, I kind of have the blueprint on what I need to do to make this team successful.
And, Greg, with Blake Griffin, he's got somebody to take some of that. So far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And a very convincing performance from the Magic so far.
I mean, really good with their post presence, and it's really allowed them to establish a physical tone here in the first.
Well, in this era, everybody likes the three-point shot. I like their commitment to pounding the ball inside.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Money out there with Carter Williams, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. Whitehead. Robertson kicks to Brown. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Lure can't hit. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 14-4 run. Here's Gordon. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. For Detroit, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Here's Whitehead. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Money. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
You know what they've done? They've been aggressive on both ends. That's showing up on the scoreboard.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's Money passes to Isaac. Now Gordon. He's covered by Brown. Down low. Here's Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Great power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. The Pistons have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Pass to Whitehead. And that's a foul called on Money. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second foul. You don't want to pick up his third in this half. We'll see if they'll make a...
Brown. On defense, Orlando. Here's Whitehead. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Griffin with the steal. Here's Whitehead. 5 points in the game. To the paint. Here's McConnell. There we go. The pass to Money. Again off the...
Is dependable at anticipating when to go. Nothing on target.
Pushing it up. Here's Gordon. And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well.
And you have to find the right matchup to exploit. And right there, a little miscommunication on that pass.
And the Pistons making a change here. Here in the second quarter. He's got 6. Stolen by Baba. Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. Orlando. Shot and game clock separated by a. But doesn't go in. And so it's Orlando, able to put on a show for the ages. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon. Aaron, you guys came out and played extremely well. What was the mindset in the first half?
We just tried to come out here, really stick to our principles, pick up the pace, and really be aggressive, and it turned out in a high-scoring half.
Just the way you want to play. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me are Shaquille O'Neal and Kennedy Smith. Please, a hand at home. Clap it for yourselves. All right. Out in front of the half is Orlando. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny?
Boy, it was rough down there in the paint, and they were just dominant, taking it to the rack. But that's what you have to be willing to do. Take the action to the heart of the competition without any fear. That's why this is already up below us.
Shaq, what you think about the Pistons?
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game, Ernie. It will be better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they can forget about a comeback.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
We get set to return to the action now as a barge heads down the Detroit River toward Lake Erie. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing for money.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
He's been one of, if not the hardest worker over the first two quarters. His tenacity has been the difference.
Steve, you know there are so many ways you can impact the game at crunch time. Drive on.
That's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way. As much as you just saw him do there, glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right. And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And Blake Griffin said early in his career he used to rely on his athleticism to get by. He said the problem was every season he'd be worn out by February. So diversifying his offensive game has helped him to kind of withstand the rigors of a long NBA season.
And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Gordon.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly.
Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. Ball's knocked loose. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Well, as you can now see on the 2K leaderboard, these are the NBA steal leaders since the All-Star break. Well, you look at money. Leads the league. And, of course, Michael Carter-Williams right on the trail. This is another guy who can defend so very well. Such quick reflexes.
What a job both of them have done defensively in the open court. They've really gotten a feel for their opponents the more they see them.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Akers checked in for Andre Drummond. John Lure comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Whitehead in for T.J. McConnell. Now, here's Lure. He feeds it to Brown. Pocket 6. Here's Whitehead from deep three-point range. Again, they missed by the Pistons. Here's Money. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Money's got 57 points.
We will talk about feed the hot hand. That's what they're doing this quarter, which is why they've been able to maintain momentum.
And it's sent back by Isaac.
I'll tell you, he just hasn't been able to get it done on the offensive end. It's kind of dragged down the team.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
Right hand shot is off.
You know, he really is forcing it right now. This has been a frustrating night for him.
Here's Money. The shot that time, not on target. And it's Detroit the other way. The shot's good by Whitehead.
not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down like that.
Detroit's gone into a slump here from three-point range. Here in the third. And out.
You love his anticipation. He's always a step ahead.
Leach by the Pistons.
Just gone stone, bringing the rest of the team down.
Another goes incredible. 60 points.
Had no answer for him in this one.
Over to the wing. Here's Whitehead. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Carter Williams, the pass to Money. Back to Carter Williams. Pass to Money. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And a chance to check out some stats for Gordon. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. 6th in shooting percentage, and he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league in three-point shooting.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from three, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. Now Maker. No points in the game yet for him. Off target from outside.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. And how about the communication?
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first in the NBA. What's it been like watching this growth for the league overall?
You know, I've loved it because I think the partnership has been phenomenal. The league is growing both for players and also organizations. They've done a nice job of getting the camera out some of these issues to making it work financially for the league and also financially for the players.
Here's Gordon. Rebounded by Lewis got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Looking to end the run. Orlando grabs the miss. Gordon's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. A shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. Misses off the left eye.
A mix-up with the defense leaves him wide open from mid-range. A shot he usually makes.
And for the Pistons, they're shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. Maker with the ball. Bamba picks him up. Brown wide open. He fires. No good from outside. Orlando's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Here's Isaac. A good finish at the rack off a slick feed. Isaac's got 11.
Yeah, and he's got a quiet confidence about him, doesn't he, guys? I mean, he's thinking about shooting the ball as the pass is coming.
Here's Whitehead. 8 points for him. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Wow, take care of the basketball. Something he did a great job of in the first half. Not so much here in the second.
Tavo Cephalosha is checked in for Brown. Here's Money. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Now here is Cephalosha. Here's Whitehead. Here's Lure. Lays it up off the glass.
This is what their spacing is designed to do. Find cracks in the defense.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Is it any surprise that he's been hitting everything out there? You want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw good from. Here's Whitehead. Pass to Robertson. Passes it to Whitehead. Launches a three. Rebounded by Isaac.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
You know what? At some point, you have to decide. Do you keep pressing the issue, or do you focus on setting up others?
And that's a foul. Let's call him Tavo Cephalosha. That's his first foul. Money passes to Isaac. Deflected by Robertson. Here's Whitehead. 8 points for him. Maker off on the layup.
You can't ask for a higher percentage look than the one that he got. I think he lost his concentration.
Got that one up quick. 63 points for Money.
And certainly, they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Robertson kicks to Cephalosha. Just 5 on the clock. In the corner, it's Maker. Detroit, no good that time either. Orlando's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Money passes to Carter Williams. To the middle. Here's Money. Non-stop scoring machine here. The 3-ball. Again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And since halftime, they
Money passes to Gordon. And another assist. And that's his 20th assist.
orchestrating the offense.
We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Knocked away. Down low. And Lure kicks to Cephalosha. Strout.
Him right.
.55 seconds left in the third. Now here is Cephalosha. He's covered by Isaac. Here's Robertson. Detroit, no good that time either. And it's brings it up for the Magic. Money. Here's another rebound.
Collecting yet another board.
He's been everywhere. Just sensational. Very.
But not everyone.
To the middle.
You young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Here's Whitehead. The teardrop falls in. Whitehead's got 5 points now this quarter.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And so it's Orlando with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching him today. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if... courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Orlando. Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Money out there with Michael Carter-Williams. And it's Isaac in the three slot. This 7% the offense is just embarrassing themselves. McConnell finds Lohr. Back to McConnell. And he finishes nicely on the way. And Orlando has possession. Money passes to Isaac. Young with the steal. Carter-Williams against Thomas. Here's McConnell. Thomas against Carter-Williams. 6 to shoot. Thomas kicks to Young. And the three off target. Here's Money. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Money. Now the pass to Bamba. Knocks it loose. Here's the break. Nabbing another steal.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute.
Like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition. A high look.
And Michael Williams gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Drummond's checked in for the Pistons. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Young outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Isaac. Detroit, no good that time either. And it's the Magic's ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And you just can't let Isaac get that much room to shoot it from deep. He's a very consistent three-point shooter with a fluid shooting form.
Now, here's McConnell. He kicks it to Cephalosha to the inside. Drummond in the post. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into the
Love it.
Here. And there you go.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Poked away. Money passes to Isaac, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Demonstrates he has all the tools to become a dominant force offensively.
McConnell kicks to Cephalosha. It's Young on the wing. He's covered by Isaac. Young dishes to Drummond. 6 to shoot. And an air ball on that one. Way off. The Magic have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter.
Set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up. And it's going to be out of bounds. Pistons will retain possession. Thomas feeling it out a bit. And here's Cephalosha for 3. And again, it's the Pistons missing. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 13-4 run. It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
You know, I love the effort just to get.
Shot from the inbound. Out this one.
Scoring effort by Thomas tonight. Feels like everything working to his advantage.
To the paint. Another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
McConnell finds Cephalosha. The Pistons working the ball around now. Count it, good.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, they went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
Here's Money. He's covered by McConnell. Money passes to Gordon. And another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish.
Sensational playmaker. For Detroit, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Got a piece of it. He swipes the ball away again. His anticipation.
Just work right there on that out.
What about the finish? Bringing it down with some pressure. Yeah. McConnell with it. And Cephalosha top the key. Back to McConnell. Kicks it to Cephalosha. It's Young on the wing. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Money passes to Gordon. And another assist for him.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Outside Thomas. Pass to McConnell. Back to Cephalosha. And Drummond kicks to Young. Just 5 on the clock. Near the 3-point line, it's Thomas. And Drummond is there.
Very active on the offensive glass. This is where he can pile up a lot of points.
And it was the screen there, guys, that cleaned him up as he ran his man into it.
Room, and he took advantage of it.
Here's Money. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Detroit's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. McConnell kicks to Cephalosha. Inside. Here's Drummond. Offensive rebound. Young finds McConnell. Back to Young. Lock at 6. Pass to Thomas. Puts up a 3. A shot by McConnell, no good. Orlando's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Money passes to Bob. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Here's Money.
punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the bench?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play.
Defense translation. It's a beautiful thing.
So for the Pistons, Young, and it's Whitehead in for T.J. McConnell. Here's money. And another basket.
81 on the night, channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There's no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. Smitty, looking back at your career, what's the most pressure you've felt in a game?
You know, I think the most pressure, you love to be in those games. I think that's when you strive. I think the most pressure I ever felt, and it wasn't a playoff game, Kevin, or a championship game. It was that very first game as a rookie. Because that game you had nothing to compare to, and it was everything you dreamed about. And that first game, you were finally saying, for me, I couldn't get it out of my head. This is my first NBA game. So I think that was the most pressure game I've ever played in.
Looking to number one, indeed, Drummond drops it in. Drummond's got 8 here in the quarter.
The one thing about Drummond, you can be right up on him. Even try to overplay his strong side, he can still get it done.
Here's money. We hear the term empty stats every once in a while, Steve, usually referring to great production on a bad team. How valid do you think that theory is?
It is. A lot of guys you see are averaging, you know, these numbers, and players look around, and you know the players are saying, unfortunately for him, those numbers are empty stats because there are a lot of times these numbers are found in when the game is decided. And a lot of times on bad teams, you see these guys going for numbers. Then you get a chance to see them play on good teams, and those stats just don't match up.
Good explanation. Shot clock at 6. The turnaround jumper. Here's Carter Williams, and the layup good off the glass.
The size MCW gives you at a point guard position enables him to finish in the painted area with hands in his face.
At the elbow, Baker. Out left to the wing, to the paint. Drummond passes to Whitehead. Offline with his 3.
I don't know what's happened to him in this second half, but he's been terrible from deep.
Took him no time at all on that one. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. High, arcing shot, and that's 2 points.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
On 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Passes it to Isaac. Here's money. 1:30 left in the game. Player podcast, something we're hearing more of, and it's a growing trend. Good idea, or do you think it could get some guys in trouble?
Yeah, well, some guys are doing a good job of helping their brand, and we love to see guys get a chance to do other things off the court. And then there are some guys who get a little loose, and they reveal some secrets, or they say some things they wish they could take back. So I think it all comes down to the individual. You gotta understand media before you try to jump out and start doing these podcasts.
Well said.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Orlando.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it's pretty incredible when you look at the body of work this year, guys. I mean, when they hit 70 wins, we were astounded. And then now, the wins continuing to pile up in what's been truly a remarkable and special season.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for money.
Oh, his array of talent on full display. Picks up the triple-double, really takes ownership of this game. I thought that made the difference for them tonight.
There's the pass to Cephalosha. his first foul. .23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now, here's McCullough. He's guarded closely. 4 on the clock. Here's Maker.
And the massive size of Bamba, it can be intimidating. When he enters your peripheral, he alters shots by his mere presence. And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.